Welcome to the SEMA 2019 Super Mega Ultra Spectacular 1 Hour Special. Are you ready?
Welcome to the Hoonigan SEMA show. It's our show because we do this and then we're gonna go pick on people's cars and then everyone's gonna yell at us on the internet.
Look what it is.
Oh.
Hey, what's this?
Climb 2.
Oh yeah, that's coming out. Yeah, hey, you should watch this. Alright, so it's about midnight. It's about midnight.
God, Brian, why?
And we're about to walk SEMA because we got these fancy dancy overnight passes and obviously some energy. How good is SEMA when no one's...
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's really, it makes me genuinely excited about SEMA.
That's the best sounding car. I love it.
Totally fit.
Yo, lay down. Lay down. This could be a Brian Scotto-sized race car bed.
6'8" wheelbase, guys.
This is so hot.
And you want to know what the best part is? It's a factory engine, but rebuilt and de-stroked to higher revs. Nads was telling me about this thing. So it's got a high trans tunnel, so it must be rear.
It's got a rear axle. It's got, fun fact, solid rear axle.
All right, boys. This might be my favorite build of SEMA.
It's crazy too, because like, when you think of Pandem, you don't think of cars like this.
Right.
But they did it perfect.
They really did, and if you think these are just some looking like, you know, generic factory order over fenders, they're not. Back in that era, that was what you would put on to run.
That front lip, the rear wing, just like really.
And just nice little touches, like you got the Marshall headlights, which were some of the originators of yellow headlights on passenger cars.
Free music.
This is my pick of SEMA. This thing is gorgeous.
We are here at the K&N booth. K&N's been a big supporter of like all the live stuff that we do and a lot of our content. And plus, we all pretty much run them on our vehicles. I recently found out that my filter a little bit too small for my truck, and it keeps wanting to just collapse it all in. So we're gonna get an actual K&N Big Daddy on there, and hopefully we can find one, and maybe we can snag one from here. So these guys got like basically direct bolt-in cold air kits for like all sorts of like modern cars, whether it's muscle, truck, import, all that stuff. Sealed boxes, all good construction, everything's super clean. Just take that right there. Something I just learned here actually is that these dudes are doing tuning modules and exhaust now. Look at this. This is crazy. So this is like a 41 to 50 style carburation injection kit. It comes with like an ECU, this plate that bolts on under your carburetor. And check this out. Like, you can keep your carburetor, and then you don't have to deal with all like the BS of like cold starts, flooding, all that. That's pretty rad. Hell yeah. Technology's coming a long way.
So let's talk about how there's like no Supras at SEMA.
It's weird. I mean, you would think the GR Supra came out in 2020. Like, isn't someone gonna bring one? Oh yeah, they did. I think they're all here, and it's awesome.
I think every Supra in America's here.
That's what it feels like a little bit, right? Like, this is mine. I brought mine, so we did a kind of a crazy build for this. $750. It's the horse.
That sounds like a good amount of fun.
Pretty fun. It's a 335 width tire from Continental on the back, Extreme Contact Sport. We need something that would hold it, right? Crazy wide body.
Yeah, what kit is that?
So it's Rick's kit, which is LL17 is the name of the company. But if you look like, and you know that I love me some Pandem, some Rocket Bunny. I dig this because all of the studs for the kit are all hidden behind there. And it really starts, Rick does a lot of 3D scanning and printing and going off of all that. So I wanted, you know, I love a good carbon fiber duck bill. I got that. Still wanted a cool wing that was sort of a nod to the Mark IV. Proportionally, it's really hard to figure out exactly how to do that with this car, but I think we did a really good job. The Lightspeed wheels are on here. And
I like the wheel combo.
Yeah,
color
right?
combo's good.
They're
I'm into
kinda
it.
fun.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you.
I like red wheels.
I do too, as
I like
you know,
red shoes.
right? I mean, you get it. I get to rip this thing around the track at some point, but I do think it's a prototype car, which you know what that means.
Oh, you gotta crush this thing? Oh.
It makes my heart sad, but
This thing gets crushed.
I know. It's not unique to them. As you know, a lot of OEMs do that. When it's a car that comes out before past all the tests and everything else, then it has a limited lifespan, we could call it. Or we could maybe turn it into a drift car, get it sideways a bunch.
Before we crush it. Well, why don't you bring it to the Burnyard, we'll crush it for you.
I would
You think
that.
think Toyota will allow that?
love that.
Like, Hoonigan will handle crushing this car.
Beauty shots of the
Oh my god! They're everywhere.
Guys, there's more Supras outside.
He ran out of
Oh man.
So we're here to check out new products. And we actually have a product we made here. And we're gonna give you a little sneaky peeky right now on it. Here it is. We went ahead and did a handbrake with chase bays. Really excited about this. It's our first real hard part. It's inspired basically by 1980s BMX. You'll see by the grip that we did. It's got a H icon in it, it has the bracket logo, it's got the red and black, brand colors for us, but also has that vibe of the time. Typically, what chase bays does is pretty low key on the design work. So both of our brands kind of came together and made a little of a compromise on it. So we have a little bit of the pop color with the red. We also had them mold in the boot. We also added some speed holes to the handle to give it that extra spicy look to it. And there you go. And this will actually be available for you to purchase in time for the holidays. So go ahead, head over and pick one up. They're limited. They're not gonna be around. You're not gonna be able to buy one after that. Don't ask me. Don't ask anybody here about it. Just go get it. Don't sleep.
So we're here at the SEMA Burnyard, but right across the way is the K&N booth with our Thrustmaster simulators. And they kind of took the simulators away from us at the donor garage. We haven't got to play them in a while, and they're right over there. So let's hop over there and check them out. If you're new to Hoonigan and you haven't seen these before, Danger Dan actually built the cage. We got the Thrustmaster TSXW wheel. I have this at home. I use it every day. Simulator training is the best thing for your driving, so you should do it. It's got the Pro Shifter, and then this handbrake. It's nicer than the handbrake in my car. And then you got some sick pedals, which are also nicer than the pedals in my car. It also has a VRX system that moves. So this is basically a car. It's got big wheels. You got 295s in your car? Do you? Oh, well, all right, never mind. Adjustable seating position, because you know. Let's just go get some shreds in, and then we'll get some shreds in.
Can't see nothing. Damn! Yeah! Those fingers in the air! Show this man we're ready for some red
All right, so this is actually Dan's pick, and you know what? I'll co-sign this pick for Dan.
Like, come on.
No, I'll co-sign it 100%. This thing is f***ing radical.
Yeah. It's a German car.
Yep.
It's got American motor in it.
Yep.
But it's got kanji on it?
What's that? What's kanji?
So, if you don't know Live to Offend, if you don't follow him on Instagram, Kaiser,
Oh.
He does
Oh.
all
he did that?
kinds of stuff.
Okay, so this is his design.
This is his design, yeah.
He made it to a real car.
If you are into anything automotive, just watch everything that he does. It's fantastic because he can take stuff that you wouldn't think fit on other cars and make it work.
Yeah. It's getting a thumbs up for me because it's 8 to 1.
Yeah. The 8 to 1
Can we?
obviously sounds really, really good.
And they got the reverse intake manifold.
Yeah,
but
man.
this thing's dope.
It goes so well.
I want mail slots in my car. I'm putting it on.
But I mean, like even from the rear, looking at how the wide body, like most of them, are kind of brought in together, and I just love that it's kind of run out like that. It's a really cool car.
How much diffuser?
All of it. You need all the diffusing.
That's the thing, is some of the concepts that he has are just so outlandish, but when you look at it, it makes so much sense. It looks really cool. If you saw this on the street, you'd lose your mind.
Well, yeah.
So it's something to be in here when you're in SEMA and you see this, but if you saw this driving down the street, you'd be like, what is that? It's a really good looking car.
Yo, this right here.
This is sick.
And if you haven't seen this car before, he's definitely a pretty big supporter. 1 Hoonigan sticker, 2 Hoonigan sticker, 3 Hoonigan sticker inside.
I've never seen this car before.
Plus one here, and here, and the plate. No, I'm into that Starlet.
Yeah, man.
Look at the arrow on that, like.
Man, look at this Kyle style going on right here.
You guys have seen these trucks. They call them Hawaiian style, but I've been to Hawaii. They don't build trucks like that in Hawaii. And we realized the other day that this is a Kyle style truck. Like, this is the truck Kyle would drive.
Get you a rock star, get you some cut off cargo shorts, get you this truck.
Yeah.
Kyle
Get
style.
a Monster, a Bang, a Rockstar all at the same time.
Ooh,
That's you right there.
the old
Kyle
energy
style.
drink speedball.
What's going on, everybody? So we're here with Rich. We're here at the Magnaflow booth. Now, obviously, everybody in Hoonigan pretty much runs Magnaflow on their stuff. I run it on my truck. I actually got 2 of your 5-inch race resonators, which I'm not sure if they're the most street legal thing, but you know what? It quiets it down enough to not piss everybody in my neighborhood off.
You know, neighbors, you can move away from them, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Right.
One of the new things we have this year is our X-Mod series modular performance exhaust system. And what that is basically everything that you guys love to do, which is, hey, let's make them loud, let's make them fun. But then you do have your neighbors, and you do have to worry about the civil world out there that tells you, no, you can't be so loud. Well, one of the things we built in is we have V-bands throughout the entire system that allow you to put in a straight pipe. We call them our extreme deletes, or we have our muffler systems, which allow you to quiet it down a little bit, keep that same kind of muscly tone to it, but be a little more civil around the house.
So wait, you're manufacturing these with V-bands straight from
You got it.
Man, I'm sorry. I'm like 2 months late to the game here. But this is cool because I wanted V-bands because I wanted to be able to do interchangeability, and I did want to have it like absolutely blistering loud capability, you know, to like really, you know, pack that punch for that boom tube.
Yeah, you're basically buying a system that bolts onto your car, and we provide you with all the options you want. So that means even on the front pipes, which you'll see on the back side of this, we, in this case, are looking at Supra parts. So we just did some cool stuff with the 2020 Supra, and we already know the 2020 Supra guys, they're gonna go big boost and go more power. So we made our OptiFlow pipes, 3-inch mandrel bent, flows about the same as the stock part. It's really made for stock power, and it allows you to adjust the sound with our extreme deletes, which is a straight pipe, or our muffler modules, which just gives you a little bit of the tone. But we already know that there's horsepower on top with that turbocharger, so we do have a 3.5-inch front pipe that you can insert that increases flow up to about 35-36%. So more power, a little more sound, all in the box though. So when you buy it, you have everything you need: track day, home, neighbors. Just have
really?
fun.
So it comes like a straight pipe and a muffler.
You got it.
And the whole thing's V-bands.
All V-bands.
By the way, if you've ever, like, it's a pain in the ass welding V-bands into your stuff, right? That's why it's not done on my truck. But these things are awesome. They seal super tight. Guys like Chuckles, right? Old Smoky, that thing is all V-banded because he's got to run like 120 PSI on his turbo stuff, right? Like V-bands seal good. They're not hard to take off. It makes everything easy. And it's, man, I'm kind of mad, but it's all right. We can always change it up. Well, thanks for running us through here.
Absolutely.
You mind if we steal some of your food?
You know what? That's what it's here for.
Oh, yeah. Thanks a lot.
You got it.
Check it out, guys. You'll probably be seeing these on my truck real soon. All right, John, here, you can hold the camera. My case is slipping.
I got the camera.
Oh, there we go.
I have one free hand. You guys got cases. I'm just here walking in the middle. So you're going to get a really low perspective because I'm holding the camera. So.
Wait a minute.
How do you SEMA? Hey, you guys know where we're going?
We're going back to where we came from.
We don't know how to navigate SEMA. We're really bad at this.
You just find your favorite car at the SEMA show?
I found my favorite car, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, I was getting pretty bored. I didn't think I was gonna find my favorite vehicle, but I found it. It's Iceman Bill. Yo, Iceman, you gotta calm down, my boy.
He needs to chill out.
Yeah. Okay, enough about Iceman Bill. I think I really found my favorite car. A86 hatchback, 11 front, brand new
K20C1,
brand new Civic Type R turbo engine. This thing is bad. Before my RX-7, I actually had an A86. So this is a car that I actually want to own again in my lifetime. It's gorgeous. Look at this. It's so
sophisticated.
It's so tough.
It's pretty
It's so tough. It toughens the car up.
You're gonna have to appreciate these BBSs too, because I don't even know what these are.
I don't either, but they're gorgeous. He's got nice lips. He's retaining style and build quality and functionality all at the same time. Carbon fiber Johnny, gusseted pieces with some shiny radiators, carbon fiber door mirrors, carbon fiber mirror delete, red seats, beautiful pastel interior, clean seat, clean dash, carbon fiber bits, carbon fiber deletes. So it's the A86R, Phantom wide body, Vision AutoWorks custom headlights, EVS dry carbon, full race prep by Eimer Engineering, Eimer Engineering, KW suspension,
15-inch BBS,
E50 Motorsport. So these are probably some like crazy race wheels.
Yeah, these are like
from back
some
in
old IMSA, like, you know, super sick.
This thing probably will make about 400 horsepower and get down. I'm assuming it's a grip car because Dai has plenty of drift cars. But I'm actually looking at A86 right now, just because, like I said, I love these cars. This car is so dope. And if I do get one, I think I want to build it into more of a grip car than a drift car, because I kind of had a lot of fun grip racing and I kind of want to do it a little more. So, all right, SEMA, there you have it. That's my favorite car in the show.
I think this is my favorite RX-8. I don't think I've ever said that before. The kit makes the rear door, which was totally a mistake, disappear.
Yeah.
You realize that this car was a two-door, people would sweat it. Them and Saturn did this stupid rear door at the same time. Remember the Ion?
Yeah.
It is definitely unique, I would say that. I mean, it's got all the things you need. It's got really big tires, it's got a really big motor. It's got the Mad Max, like, bug catcher on it.
Hi, man. It's got double pumpers.
Double pumpers.
It's got a big one in it. It is interesting.
It's cool looking.
Yeah, man, this thing's wild.
Yeah, that was fun. I'm sure that was fun to make.
I like that sponsor roll call. Just leave it on the front windshield forever.
Oh, I can't see shit. I do love Fig Newtons though. Oh, radical.
So here we are at the AM booth. We're with my buddy Chris. He has been the motorsports director for quite some time now. And if you guys haven't had a chance, like, we've been to the facility once, and everything is almost made in-house.
So this is the new Supra kit, 2020 Toyota GR Supra.
Okay.
Can't release numbers yet because it's not a complete kit. We're still in R&D with this thing, but we actually brought out a 3D printed kit. So this entire box is 3D printed, 3D printed silicone, a lot more modern looking, you know, especially with the Supra. You pop the hood, it's a BMW, everyone knows that.
Yeah.
And it's built to just these really nice standards. It's a BMW, so you have to have a nice kit that goes with that. I saw like 1 or 2 Supras here.
Yeah.
So hopefully, you know, hopefully it'll take off. We'll see.
Well, dude, Chris, always absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
We'll come back. We're going to be doing some Burnyard stuff, so make sure you come out and see us out front.
Ooh, don't do that to me. You get me jazzed up. All right, nothing has got me pumped all day until this right here. Thank you. I needed this.
Touch the top of it and then they hit it. Y'all into it? It's a simple concept.
We need our best Zach impression right now.
But then there's this. Is this not your pick?
This is definitely my pick. James Clay from Beamer World started helping me out like way back in the day. I've been following this build for the last like 2 years, and I'm super pumped to see he actually got it out here. He's gonna race this thing at Pikes Peak this year, and then he's gonna start doing time attack in it.
The placement of the motor is what makes this car.
The motor that's in it.
Yeah, that too.
This is a F80 M5 motor, twin turbo V8, the hot V, so the turbo's in the center. This whole thing, the whole aero package is actually under the car, full tray with all sorts of diffusers all the way to the back. And then it actually has a sequential transmission mounted in the rear.
So it's a transaxle.
Transaxle. It weighs 2,500 pounds. It makes 1,200 horsepower.
What?
Yeah. You can't see it, but look at all like the diffuser work in the back. Like this is all one piece. This, the whole mid-body under panel in the front all comes down in one piece.
How low they have the motor positioned is just nuts.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
This is a proper race car.
Yeah,
it
really
is.
And he wants to bring this thing out to Hoonigan. So,
yeah. I love the front step too, like how they have the cradle. So you separate the cradle.
Yeah.
And just to pull the engine out.
Crazy build, man.
Nice pick.
I'm feeling this thing.
Yo,
For
MA
multiple reasons.
MA Motorsports built a pretty good frontier here, especially considering East Coast boys building a super West Coast looking car.
East Coast, like performance car boys.
Yeah.
I know you've got a soft spot for Nissan trucks.
I do.
You had that Titan.
Which
I don't think you changed the oil once throughout the entire
no, but I probably have done more serious driving in that truck than any other car I
I know
own.
for a fact you beat a Mini Cooper, supercharged. John Cooper works.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who owned it.
Yeah, but the driver was trash.
Yeah, driver mod missing.
Oh
Sure, everyone's
man.
seen the story. The dude who rescued a bunch of people from the Santa Clarita fires, and his truck got completely wrecked. And like everyone got on behind him. It was like tagging Toyota. It was like, this is the best thing ever. And they actually gave him a truck and then like completely modded it.
This thing. So this isn't a wrap. This isn't patina. This dude was actually driving up and down the road while the fires were roasting. Look at that, dude. That's wild.
He wasn't doing it for clout. This guy was just like doing it out of the goodness of his heart. Sacrificed his like fairly new Tundra.
Honestly,
and, like, literally Toyota got behind him and gave him a brand new truck. Like that's the coolest story.
Think about that. Think about driving through those fires and witnessing that happening to your side view mirror.
Yeah, you'd be like devastated, man.
So Toyota built and gave him this thing?
No, they gave him a stock truck, and then
Okay.
I think a lot of partners like saw it and got stoked and jumped on board.
It looks like it's got some kind of like maybe fire-resistant coating on it.
It does actually.
I mean, I would just swap the taillight and headlight and drive it as is.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty tough as
It
is,
looks
to be
really
honest.
tough. That's a cool story though, man.
Yeah, I love it.
By the way, I just want to point out that that's one of my favorite names of any brand.
What's that?
Hamburger Supercharger. Do you guys not know hamburgers?
No.
Oh yeah, hamburgers.
No.
So this is B is for Bill's
I talked
car.
to him the other night. He drove this in.
Texas Speed LS, twin turbo, 6-speed, rear wheel drive.
Started as was it a fire rack?
Yeah, he bought it as a fire rack chassis, like just the monocoque pretty much. Crazy, man.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive. We're swapping LSs into Lamborghinis.
We're out here.
All right, so I'm here with Mike at Spectre, and talk about what you guys have to offer for 2020.
This is typical of a lot of the aluminum type stuff that we do right now. We do all different types of bends, different lengths and stuff like that. There's some of them obviously that are very turnkey for like the LS market and those types of deals.
Yeah.
Besides that, we also do a lot of the make model specific air intakes. And the thing that's a little bit unique with compared to some of our other brands is that because this is actually made overseas, the price point's a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll wind up finding a lot of guys that are maybe a second or third owner of a vehicle or something like that. Maybe they don't want to spend $200-300. A lot of these start at about $150, you know, not up from that. So it gets them kind of stead up into that. So yeah, you know, and we still do a lot of traditional V8 type stuff, a lot of engine components, a lot of bolt-on stuff, valve covers, oil pans, stuff like that.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike. Thanks for your time, man.
No, not a problem at all.
Very good information. So,
I knew you were gonna walk up to this
Have
thing.
a sweet spot for E-types. So this is the chip foose E-type. There's a lot done. Some of it's subtle, some of it's not. So this was added. So they did like a scoop up front, right? I like it for chip. Like this is one of those cars where like it's beautiful. You can't say it's not beautiful, especially from like this angle. And it's a total chip foose car. I hate to say this, but the original E-type is so good.
Yeah.
It's really hard to improve on the original E-type, except the taillights are kind of dope because the original taillights were these big chunky things that sat here, and he made these match the front, and he custom built this whole thing. That's kind of cool. Like that's the type of stuff like you would, if you didn't know E-types, you'd probably just assume that that was actually just stock.
Oh man, so this car, this was the before. It got stolen. Yeah. So this thing got stolen, and then what was the deal with this, man? Who's got the info?
So this car was sitting in here, came back, nothing happened. They noticed it's gone. Car's stolen. Some guy, I don't know the story. Never mind. I was just making shit up.
Great.
Car was stolen. It was in a high-speed pursuit. It was crashed. It was recovered, brought back, and put on the show.
Actually, the story's right here.
Let's go look at the story now.
Well then, yeah.
Quentin Brothers, Challenger build. Build SEMA show car. Travel from Vermont to Vegas. Car stolen with trailer. 14 car police chase.
T-Bone's police car. Released from evidence to still make SEMA. That's rad.
This is the best display car you could have. Has a great story. But look, there's like tools in here. There's like fast food.
There's a
on the
little
floor.
kid's.
Yeah, there's a baby seat.
There's a baby
was
seat.
going down.
There's like a McDonald's cup in the baby seat. There's some. Oh yeah, I mean, dude, this is like when my motorcycle got stolen. The shit that they left behind. Like, what is up with tweakers? And they leave, like, they have shitty tools and they always like smoke too many cigarettes.
But look, they even got the dude's photo. And the date. How crazy is that?
Nice.
Wow. Like, you gotta put yourself in this guy's shoes who stole this car.
It's fast.
He had enough to get in, and it had to be fast and good size Pro Charger on the thing. Like, he had some fun, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, it's a red eye, isn't it? Yeah.
And my favorite part is these guys were like, "Fuck it, bring it back. We paid for the booth."
Is this the guy stealing it?
Yeah, this is the footage of it. Oh, buddy.
Oh, that thing's fast.
Wow.
That was sick.
That's wild.
Did they shoot at it? Are there any bullet holes in this thing?
That's when he rams it.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh. So he pulls out. He pulled out and hit a cop car. Yo, what an idiot.
Every year, Toyo has what's called the Tread Pass in between the South and the Central Hall, and they always have some of the best cars. So I think we got to give Toyo props for like definitely the best booth of SEMA.
I mean, I would say in the past they've had some of the best. This is the lineup this year is stronger than any lineup before. I would say.
It's always pretty solid.
My favorite car is in here from the event,
which is.
Well, we'll get to it.
Okay. We've cruised through this last night and it was super dark. So we didn't really get to look at the cars, but we were like, we have to come back here and see everything.
Unfortunately now it's just crazy packed, so you're still not going to see anything.
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
Favorite part of the single mil spec in the bulkhead.
Rywire, he's right there. Ryan, the only dude who builds the most chill looking SEMA cars, to the point where Stan from Toyo said, you want to bring a stock looking Honda to my booth? I think it's beautiful.
I know the rendering, he's like, okay, what am I going to do with a stock ass Honda? I'm like, don't worry, Stan, it's me, it's going to look good.
Stan only likes things with massive wide body kits now, huh?
This is nice. I needed to come see this. 190E with a twin turbo LS with invisible hose clamps. When we talk about getting the wheels and then buying the car. Like he bought that badge.
Bought the badge and then had to build it to make it work.
You know what? I'll just build the car for it. Fitment is in. This can't be. Is this on air?
I don't know. It looks like that. That's not drivable.
It's not. You ain't moving that. I'll say my only nitpick is that like, if you just put hose clamps on there, you would never know if it ran or not. Like $2. Just
maybe they glued them on. Maybe they use glue.
Just go get some cheap hose clamps.
I'm into this beams powered. This is Illest and Hundreds car.
Yeah, this is cool.
And anything with the beams in it, I'm into.
Yeah, this thing is sweet. Dude, what is this?
This place is so mobbed. I know. I think this was here last year though too, and I loved it last year as well. So as expected, my favorite car, a Porsche. A really cool Baja one that I've been following on Instagram for probably over a year being built by one of our buddies, TJ Russell. You've been working on this for a year plus, been following on Instagram. Yep. It's done, it's here. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so it's been a wild build, a year and a half of locking myself in the shop to just make sure that this thing came out the way I wanted it to be, and there was nothing left untouched. So this car started its life as a 1991 Cabriolet C4 911. So all-wheel drive.
Why a Cabrio?
All right, so a couple of reasons. The first one is they're cheaper than the coupes now. They're more readily available. I'm not battling with some of these other builders for donor cars. Number two, the fact that I can pull the roof off and install the cage work from a builder's perspective was a plus, because these things are tiny cockpits and it's super hard to drop the cage, 360 weld and everything. So part of it was ease in assembly. And then the third part was just the story. I thought it would be cool to take the weakest, most flexible, unsporty 911 that they made and turn it into the most robust, stiff, rigid, like off-road machine. So part of it's kind of a talking point story, and then the rest of it is kind of what I told you about
about right now.
I love it. It gave a purpose to the cabriolets because when I look at cabs, I'm like, oh, what a waste of a 911.
Yeah.
I'm sure you and I could talk for hours on this, and we'll do that in the future sometime. But thanks for the quick walkthrough here. Really respect it, man. Appreciate it. And when you decide to go jump this thing, make sure you call us.
Thanks, guys.
So there you go. You gotta admit, Toyo Tread Pass, probably one of the sickest, one of the sickest booths. So give it to them. Props to Stan and Adrian, everyone else who picks the cars for over there. Good job, Good stuff. Good work.
All right, so we're here at SEMA, and we're at one of my favorite stations, which would be the Miller Welders booth. And this is Andy here. He's going to show us some of the newer products and some that we've actually used in our shop like every day. This is a familiar one to me.
Yeah. So the Multimatic 220 ACDC actually came out earlier this year, but it's been such a hit with not only the motorsports market and the committed enthusiasts, but even the DIY guy who wants to enhance his skill set and have the ability to TIG weld AC and DC, so you can actually do the aluminum, as well as MIG weld and stick weld.
Personally, what I've been doing is going back and forth on crazy different builds.
Okay.
So steel, then to aluminum.
Yeah.
And having that remember everything that's going on is pretty crucial to me.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what else is pretty cool with it too, is with that technology, they call it quick tech, right? If you're working on a steel project, and I use it when I'm putting roll cages in vehicles a lot of times, and it's tough to TIG weld those things all in, holding them in place, try to tack it, right? So what I'll do is I'll take the MIG gun, I'll get my tube up in the position, I'll hit it and just give it a quick spot, and then I can pick up the TIG torch, step on the foot pedal, the machine automatically switches over, and I can go to TIG welding. I don't even have to get out of the car.
The auto set function on this is crazy good too. Like normally messing with all kinds of different settings, but it's super close. Like for aluminum, it's usually dead on.
And that's the cool thing about this auto set machine. It has auto set in every process. So not just MIG, but now if you select TIG, all you gotta do is punch in the material thickness and it sets you where it wants to be.
See, and that's cool to me because I've been involved in welding for quite a while. I went to school for it, but if you're a DIY guy at home and you hit the auto set, you don't have to worry about all the crazy stuff with aluminum. Aluminum can be pretty fidgety sometimes.
It gets you in that right window.
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot, and for some of the guys that are trying to learn around the shop, it's been very helpful to help teach the guys, you know, so they can get the function down of just having their hands and not have to focus on so much setting up the machine. So other than this, you have a newer product, a bigger product.
Yeah.
Right? So
it's similar to this. It's a DC only Multimatic. It actually is 255 amps. And the only difference between this, because it's DC, is it can only TIG weld steels, right? Not your aluminums. So the fact that this does DC TIG and all your MIG applications makes it perfect for that higher end market. More like your thicker stuff like the off-road market, right?
Off-road, diesel guys. You guys have a lot of products.
Yeah, we do. We make products pretty much for the entire welding industry. Our critical market that we love in this area that's really user engaged is this motorsports, aftermarket, high-performance automotive market.
Us dudes in the garage late nights.
Oh yeah.
Pissing off your neighbors, that's what it is.
Yeah. Take your machine in the house and weld your spoons together and then see how the wife likes that.
Well, awesome, man. Thank you for your time, Andy. We're going to have to steal one of these machines or something.
Take two, they're small.
Oh yeah. All right, thanks again, man.
Thanks. I love these. I love a 67 and 72.
Oh my God.
How perfect is this?
Wow.
Like, I don't know what they did to this, if it's just like a coating.
I don't know.
It looks brand new.
It really does, yeah. Factory fresh.
And on the other hand, we got some
Rucci forged.
Wait, what?
These Ruccis?
No, they're not Ruccis. I haven't seen the Rucci booth.
We gotta go find the Rucci booth.
Look at that! Finally escaped the Burnyard for about 20 minutes.
Dude, we're like really close.
And I mean escape, yeah.
Look.
We just left about 15 feet away.
All these people are waiting for us to go out there, and we're like, hey, let's go play simulators.
We ended up coming over here. Yeah, Twerkstein loaded up on one rig. My car loaded up on the other rig. And we had a head-to-head battle. I was a controller gamer, okay?
I'm a stick dude too.
Yeah, so I haven't spent much time on the simulator. So at first I was like a little rusty, but once I got it set up and dialed in, it literally, the response, feedback, the shifting. They have an e-brake that has like a pressure sensor. It has a feel to it. It wasn't like you're just flopping on a joystick. The whole setup is, it gives it a really like real feel to it. Which
Right.
is really pretty awesome.
We gotta have the feedback because, like, as drivers like us, it's like, dude, most of the time I get in a simulator, it's like, this is nothing like real life. But the feedback and the handbrake, the pull on that thing, it feels awesome, but it feels like a real pull.
Dude, yeah, it's you know, when your buddies invite you over to the house, you want to play on my rig, it's like sloppy ding dong, you're flopping around and hitting things. And
we got to do a show.
Yeah.
Or we could just play more.
I'm already losing my voice.
Play.
I know you said it before, this is your favorite 240 here, but I'd have to agree with you. JGTC style. Actually, no, it's not a 240. It's a Sylvia because it's right-hand drive.
Oh, it is right-hand drive.
JGTC
whatever.
style, like full old school grip racing, GT racing style. With the rear wing, the net. Tandem kit, but I think it's really well done. It's super tasteful. Look where it's parked.
Yeah, he's got no competition at all.
Yeah.
Like, I feel bad that this car is just, I mean, a lot of people probably have walked past it, but there's just no other cars here. It's just all by itself. We're sorry, car. You're pretty rad. You're like one of the only non-drift 13 I've ever seen in my life.
That's true.
Walking for quite a while to find the Hyundai booth.
I actually made it. After all that craziness, after all the madness, we're finally here at SEMA. And now we're at the Hyundai booth, and it's beautiful around, lots of cars. I'm a huge advocate of really bringing cars to life and making it our own for every enthusiast around the planet. And a lot of these parts will be available first quarter of next year.
That's amazing. Oh, another great job.
Thank you, sir. Look forward to the next one.
For sure, man.
Thank you.
Let's
Cheers.
enjoy SEMA.
Amen.
All the stuff that we've walked around today, this is the freshest.
this is a really nicely put together car.
Yeah.
Nad's told me about this.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so if you remember when we were building my C10 and Nads came up, at the very end of the episode you'll see it, but he's making fun of them because they're like, oh, you're working on this like clapped out C10 because they usually do rad rides by Troy and stuff like that. This is normally the caliber of vehicles they do. This is just awesome. This thing is a pure land yacht. Classic styling at its max. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But there's a thing about it though. It's got a supercharged LSA in it.
Yeah, I didn't notice it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Booth that
It
we're
gets
standing
moved.
at.
Yeah.
Wait,
we're at the
who's-
Aiden booth.
So
Oh.
it's supercharged. It moves. It boogies.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they didn't even realize the roof.
Did you? It's all stainless, right?
Man.
Yeah, and it's all one direction. It's just.
Whoa. Oh, so it's like rolled like that.
Yeah, and then they sanded it in one
direction.
direction for the grain.
Damn, dude. There's a lot, like everything on this is so smooth, but it's like the one thing I like about old cars is the way they did trim, right? And so when that trim is perfect,
Oh yeah.
like that's
Look at this.
like these
This thing's
fins.
beautiful.
This is sick. Like, dude, if anybody cruising down the road in this, like, you would feel like the coolest motherfucker on the planet.
It's this is from the 50s. It's the atomic era when everyone was doing like space and stuff like that. So that's why it has the bullets and stuff like that on the tail lights. This was to mimic like a jet thruster kind of look.
They did a pretty damn good job.
Yeah,
And it
I mean,
almost looks functional.
I believe it.
Is it functional?
I mean, it has lights in it, and it's got a reverse light. So yeah.
Yeah. Big ass white walls. Dude, the interior, I don't know how much we'll be able to pick up because it's like focusing on the reflection, but everything about this is perfect. It's simple. It's like perfect simplicity, although it's like a super hard flex.
My, Bruce Canepa.
The KKK. The good one.
The good one. What an amazing car.
It really is.
Yeah, this is
Like, this would be my pick for best car at SEMA.
So do it.
But it wasn't. It's not like a car that's built recently. That's the whole idea of our best car pick. Because otherwise, every year, this would be my favorite car at SEMA. Oh, I love this thing.
It is gorgeous. This is an absolutely gorgeous race car.
This is a gorgeous race car.
This is a Porsche.
And the thing about race Porsches is that. I'm sorry. Are we causing too much of a ruckus?
About to head over to the E3 booth, meet up with Leah Pritchett, talk about the season a little bit, and talk about some new technology they have going on. What's up, Leah?
Oh, what's happening?
Good to see you.
Thank you, you too.
How are you doing?
I'm good, I actually don't really need to charge my batteries.
Oh.
So,
Good.
yeah, they're like full all the time, just stay there.
Good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a lithium battery. It's like never dies, basically.
Oh, I get it on you.
Yeah, on me.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got to share with us today then.
You've heard it here first. E3 has just launched their lithium battery line. Just launched the new 2020 Dodge Drag Pack, so I'm super stoked. So I'm gonna have a new car. Breaking news.
Oh.
El Bandito will probably be like sent to the Smithsonian. I mean, so we're gonna have a new car. So it has new life and hopefully a new championship, and it'll have E3 batteries.
Are you trying to tell me I got to design a livery next year?
Yeah, so I don't. That's
what
that
it was.
is. So
Okay.
TBD.
Awesome.
Killer.
Cool.
Okay. All right. As the show continues.
Later.
Honestly, I gotta say,
yeah, TJ Hunt.
TJ Hunt super looks good.
I mean,
Street Fighter LA teamed up with John Seibel and TJ Hunt and made, honestly, a really nice wide body for a Mark V Supra because it's not overly aggressive. Like, it's pretty chill.
And I'm gonna go ahead and vote this the best wing I've seen on the Super yet.
Yeah.
In terms of like trying to reach the old.
'Cause it's not
Mark
too
IV
big.
Supra, but it not being ridiculous.
Yeah,
This is nice.
It's got a bit of that TRD wing feel.
Yeah, dude, this car came out great. I was like not really pumped on it, and then but seeing it all come together, it came out really good.
Shit car, shit car, shit car, shit car. I need
everybody. Send it, just send it.
My clutch is gone! Stop everything! The clutch is gone! That was crazy! My head is spinning!
Wow. The fitment game is okay over here. Oh boy is doing it.
Yeah, you can't even fit a thought in there.
Oh boy is doing that.
Yeah.
But this is beautiful.
N54.
Are you positive?
Big single. Vin said it was an N54.
Okay.
People sleep on the N54. Like,
is that an N54? Yeah.
it's an N54 or 55. I can't tell, but
I'm not a Beamer.
Yeah.
I
All
wouldn't
right.
know.
All right, because you say the wrong thing, you get roasted.
Hey, well, you roast Vin. You know what? Everybody go roast Vin if it's not an N54. If it happens to be an N55, let them know.
Oh man, yo. All the pies.
How about the smallest radiator on the planet? For a giant turbo 4-liter 6-cylinder.
That carbon fiber plant.
Oh, it's a 3-liter 6-cylinder.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Beamer people. Don't attack me.
That carbon plenum is fire though. This is so clean.
Everything is fire.
So clean. Yeah, it's all
And
fire.
he's got the radio goodies on it too.
Yo.
This is where it's at, right here. This is what we care about. That's what we're here for.
We
got the marble lip. We got the marble.
We got the marble.
Nah, you know what
we got the brush.
That's forged carbon.
That's forged carbon.
That's called the Staten Island.
We got the Staten Island carbon going.
The marble over fenders. It matches the countertops. You gotta come over. We're doing masonry work later.
Got a little brass. We got some brass work.
We're solder up some pipes over here. With the marble roof wing, the marble mid wing, the marble diffuser.
Traditional carbon. Keeping it a little more old school.
I like that we're referencing a channel with like 20,000 followers that no one's probably watched.
Seriously though, shout out to Neutral Drop. Love it. We probably watched like 6 of the videos on the way over here.
Got the Italian flag. You gotta let them know.
This is my pick of the show. This is it. It's a 1965 Chevelle. But there's a bunch of subtle differences on this car that you may or may not be aware of. The first thing I noticed of it is the roof line's totally different.
Yeah.
They grafted a 66 roof to this car. And you can tell what gives it away is right back here when it comes down, that's the back window, not from a 64 or 65.
Yeah, totally. And then is this, like, something looks very different here. Like this deck lid here, the trunk lid, looks like it's like between this and this, looks like it's thicker. Has that changed, or am I just like seeing
It's
an
hard to say,
optical
'cause,
illusion?
like, I tried to interview the builder. Well, here's the deal. This car won the Mother's Shine Award. I was trying to contact them to talk about it, and they got the award right then. So everyone came over here, they started celebrating. So I'm gonna go over what I can tell you about it. There's a ton of little details that I'm probably missing, but we'll go over the big ones. So right away, it's the roof line. They molded in. The bumpers got put brought into the body. I mean, look at this detail to it. The whole, it's all been decked, so there's no emblems on it. But also this insert is, they probably handmade it, or they made it. But, so this is all unique and different LEDs in it. It's got the exhaust coming out here. The bumper's totally different, molded into the body.
Look how like smooth the, what do you call that when it's like where the exhaust is coming out? That's not Frenching, is it?
No.
No, that's not. What is that called? Like,
I don't know, it's just passing through, but it's.
But
so
look how
tight.
but see, look how it's got the little like rib around it. You know what I mean? Where it's like,
dude, it's molded. Every panel's been touched and molded. Like this thing. This is just the back of it. This car is phenomenal. I did get a little bit of some advice, not advice, some info from Ned. When they set the glass in it, it's set from the inside of the car. There's no trim moldings holding it in from the outlet. You usually have to take the glass out. They put it in from the inside. So it's flush mounted to the exterior. Look at it, there's no molding.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. Damn. That's really cool. That's one thing about it. There's no drip rails on it. Shave those off. These door handles were recessed. The interior's bananas. It looks like something like...
It looks almost like it was new, retro, like it looks very similar, like this gauge cluster looks like it's out of a Dodge almost, but like hand done, but the same, kind of follows the same lines. You know what I'm
It
talking?
is a manual car.
Is
Which
it?
is also nice. Yeah. What? 3 pedals. It looks like a Hot Wheel. It's got the red lines on it, so it looks like a Hot Wheel. The same treatment done to the front. The bumpers brought in, pushed into the body. It's got a little net down here, but then the power bulge is from like a 66, 67 Super Sport. Wasn't available in 65. So they put that from a later generation or later model car and put on here too. I mean, this thing, like once again, the cowl, which normally is in here, we molded into the car. Can't see it. No trim pieces holding the glass in because it's from the inside.
Dude, look at this line right here.
Yeah, dude, this car is beautiful. Here we are, AirRaid. Our buddy Scotty over here, Chuckle's Garage. Totally familiar with him. Let's go through the products that AirRaid makes that makes you go fast.
Didn't know you were going to do that.
Let's go through the products that make you go fast.
We got the AirRaid Synthamax air filters here. It's dry, you don't got to oil it, and it filters just as much as any oil type
They
filter.
actually look really rad.
Yeah, they're rad too.
I don't know why, but
and when you
just
touch
the
it,
aesthetic of it is
Yeah.
something that's really cool.
Yeah, this is a street application.
Right.
You can put it on a drift car, race car, whatever. I mean, they don't restrict.
Yeah.
But if you want maximum power, you've got the medialess.
I can see your hand through it.
Yeah.
How does that work?
You can see through it. Well, it stops the big particles. So the big stuff that's going to hurt your engine.
Yeah.
You know, this is pure race car stuff.
Gotcha.
So this is just to keep big stuff from going in your engine, especially turbo applications. What happens when a little piece of rock goes in your turbo?
Yeah, exactly. Just gone.
Really bad things happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like a hand grenade, but this keeps that from happening.
That's awesome.
That's it. So you got street application, full race application.
Full race application.
Go fast.
Exactly.
Sick. High fives. Let's go.
But this is what we run on Old Smoky F1. Just zero restriction. When we run as much boost and as much power as we do, we don't want anything stopping it. I just want rocks from staying out of my turbos, and this is what does it.
Honestly, it's pretty hard to make like a Hellcat look crazier than they do stock. Yo, is that a 15-inch 1552 wheel? That's
Sick.
kinda
Wow,
sick.
those are 5.2s.
Yo.
I didn't even realize that. I was more interested in the tire. Damn, 31/16. This is probably one of the toughest challenges I've ever seen.
Hurt breaks this, hurt breaks that. Hey, what'd you break?
I think it's out of gas.
We ready to party, right?
The sickest, man. Look at that guy.
On this front row, you got to Get me an animal like that. It's pure chaos. It's mayhem. It's mayhem. Damn! Hey, it kept going, so I kept going. Hey, SEMA, let this man hear it! Let this man hear it, SEMA!
What we're gonna do is do a Burnyard here. We're just gonna drive simulators. Your car's already broken. My car's already broken. So all we have left to do is play simulators.
Yeah, Forza setup.
We've seen these before. We've seen these rigs before, but we haven't had them set up as good as they are now. And it's a night and day difference. I never really played on a proper sim, so it shows the difference when you get real training. You know what I mean? And it's like before, it's like you don't want to do that. But now, yeah, I can totally understand, especially with Forza. Like the vehicle dynamics when you're playing Forza, you could set it up all the way down to tire pressure, sway bar, boost, engine swaps.
I hopped in there and I was like, man, I forgot how to drive. And then I was like, oh yeah, I gotta set this up. That's my favorite part about Horizon. Like the Horizon series, all of it, it's just open world. That's one of my favorite parts about it. It's just, you can drive forever.
You never run out of gas.
The gas needle never moves.
We did about 30 seconds in shit car yesterday before it ran out of gas. Come over here and we did 30 minutes of driving.
Dude, I've had bad luck in the Burnyard, so I just came over here to drive something reliable for once.
If you're gonna overland, you should overland in a vehicle that's unreliable and may break down. It adds adventure. It's like off-road, which is like an off-road mutter. It's like, that's the whole point.
Yeah, because with the Toyota, it's like, and then we got there.
Yeah, and then we got there and then we got home. What fun is that? How about I spun my cam gear on the way to Big Sur and my car hasn't ran for 2 years. It's a way better story.
Whoa, whoa, wait a minute.
Are we breaking our own thing right now?
No, we're not, man. It's American. Look. V8.
Yeah.
I'm picking it.
You're picking it?
I don't know. It's so sick.
This is actually, dude, look at this interior.
The interior's great.
Damn, look at that.
Dude, the shifter is bananas.
Yeah, this thing's
Oh,
sick.
the
And the handbrake, dash is all stitched.
All right.
Damn,
now
this
I'm
is-
really curious what they did for the throttle bodies.
Oh, that's right. You had to deal with this.
I did.
Well, they're electronic, so.
No, they're not. That's cable.
That ain't cable. At least it doesn't work. And
Those are cable driven, bud.
Well, I knew they were. I just, for some reason, I was gonna make the joke they were Bluetooth, but they just routed on the
these
bottom.
guys work a lot to get stuff done.
Woo! I like that plaque on that. It's sick.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Well, Dan, you went ahead and went against us.
No, I didn't pick it. I didn't pick it. I was just.
It's pretty sick, though.
You got rocked up, buddy. You were all rocked up.
Did you find your car?
I didn't mean to, but I feel like this is just so off the wall sick.
Give it up!
I feel like this is what everyone built after they saw the original Fast and Furious. Like, this is what cars looked like when I remember first looking at cars.
And if you play video games.
Yo.
That's definitely what cars look like.
We've
if you
all
play
built
video
this
games.
car. You know it.
What motor's in it?
It's probably
See, it's not even. It's not even about performance.
It's gotta be a D15B.
Aside from the hood,
Probably been winning shows since 1999. Don't question it.
I'm not. Hey, man, I'm not questioning
Put
it.
doubt on my man.
I'm not questioning it. I can respect it.
Your grandma probably saw this.
Let's really look through the specs. All right, HKS turbo system.
Winner of the, I told you, winner of the 1999 Civic S. I told you, been winning. He's been winning since
Did I
99.
argue? Did I argue?
I knew it. I called it.
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Chris knew that this car has been winning since the beginning of time.
He built it on a $10,000 budget. He's basically build battle certified. This is a build and battle car.
Not including the car.
Yeah.
No, there's no way.
Absolutely.
This is easily no.
It's a.
If he was racing this in 1999 and it's a 2000, he bought this car brand new. And then
How much was it brand new? $3,500?
no way. It's probably easily easily $35,000.
Maybe the Acura.
35,000. It's a SI. It's a SI.
You're thinking NSX
It's
price.
a SI.
Let's ask Nads. That's an NSX price.
Nads, chime in right now.
And fun fact about this guy, Uncle Nads.
Yeah, I'd say Nads actually built this car
He
for
did.
Super Street.
He did. That's how far back Nads goes in the game.
Yeah, Nads built this for Hot Wheels and Super Street back in like 2000 or whatever.
So this is your favorite car. Congratulations.
I'm ashamed of myself.
Congratulations. One more time.
you guys for coming out.
All right, so we're out here, Ford out front. Ken's putting on some shows.